Welcome, everybody. Bill Kennard here with Grandy and Associates. Just want to give you a real quick update on a couple of fixes and updates that we've made to the Planning for Profit software. We've gotten a lot of positive feedback in a couple of months that this has been out there, and again, continue to keep refining various areas as we implement this new online version. So, a couple of updates that we've got for you. The first thing is under reports in the software itself and the net profit analysis report. That's the first place we'll take a look at in here. We've got one issue that we've been fighting. We've found the issues. We want to go ahead and get it corrected. And the issue is that if you have any of your departments set to a desired net profit percentage, what's happening here is just in that one calculation method. If you're set to current hourly rate, it works just fine. You have no issues. But if you have in a department where you're set to a current hourly rate or desired net profit, rather, let's say I wanted to hit a 15% net profit. As I crunch through this and let it update, you'll notice that on the report, and this is with a report we've gotten back to, I've set it for a desired net profit of 15%, yet when I come in here and take a look at this one, I see that we are actually hitting an 8.72% net profit here, and actually it lowered my hourly rate a little bit. And so that's one of those areas that, again, we found the issue with it. It's being corrected as we speak. As soon as we have that update pushed out to live, we will send out another update, let you know that it is there. But again, if you're set to a calculation method of current hourly rate, it is working just fine. Everything at that point is exactly the way it's supposed to be. So right now, I recommend that you actually use a current hourly rate. And you'll notice as I go down and take a look at that, when I can see at my rate of $140 per hour, that's giving me that 18.83% net profit exactly. And these numbers are indeed correct if you're set to current hourly rate. So that's the first one. Second one is had a small issue on the job pricing calculator. And I'll jump out to there real quick. So go out to jobs and the job pricing calculator. And one of the things that we found is that for users that are set to a margin, right, not a markup, but an actual margin, and if they attempt to put in a material margin here of 100%, it would actually try and calculate that and give you an error message. And the reason it would give you an error message is because, again, if you're set to margin, remember margin is shown as a percentage of the sell price, or profit rather is shown as a percentage of the sale price, and you can't possibly have a 100%. I mean, it can't be all profit by definition. Part of it is the actual cost itself. And so if you at this point attempt to set it to 100% gross margin, you'll see the red arrow pop up indicating that the margin should be something less than 100. So it can be anything from 0 to 99.99%. So that one is in there. We've got that one fixed. The third item and last item I want to update you on today is under the tracking reports, and this is under the tracking reports budget versus actual labor hours report. This report has seen a pretty significant update in that you'll notice as we go in here that we've given some color to the background, so visually it's much easier to see. Now this report, again, remember, is tracking how many hours that you are budgeting to bill per year, because that hourly rate that you calculated is only accurate if you bill out the number of hours that you thought you were going to this year. And so on this report, you can see in the second column, that is the number of hours that you're saying you're planning to bill out this year. And each month, you would then come in and enter how many hours did you actually bill out. So first off, again, just some visual changes to make it a little bit easier to track and follow through the report. But then the biggest changes come in down on the actual graph itself. Had some questions because in the desktop version, the old version of the software, it actually tracked the cumulative as opposed to each month as it's as a standalone. And really, we went back to that. Right? We had enough comments on that one that we felt that it was worth going back to it because, again, after all, it is a cumulative thing. As you get through the end of the year, it's how many total hours have you billed out so far this year. And so the way the report is laid out, again, goes back to really what we had in the old version, the desktop version. So on this report, you'll see in here that the gold bars are basically that's your budget. The blue bars are what you actually billed out. But really the important item on this particular report is the blue dotted line that you see right there. That's your zero budget line. That's as long as you're at or above that blue dotted line. It means you've billed out enough hours this year to cover all of your fixed overhead expenses, and you'll be in good shape. And so really the green line is the one that becomes important. And as you look at the green line, as long as you are at or above the blue dotted line there, you're in great shape. Now, in this particular scenario, you can see I'm actually very, very close. If I came in here and just edited one of these, let's say we were at 275 for 1 month. Again, now it will visually become a little bit more apparent that we are above the blue dotted line for this particular company or this department in this company. And as a result, I know that I'm billing out at least as many hours as I thought I was going to. Therefore, my hourly rate is indeed correct. So that's this week's update. If you have any other questions, feel free to give us a call at Grandy Associates. As we get a couple of other items in here rectified, we've gotten some comments back to you. We will shoot you out regular updates and notices on those as well. So with that, give us a call if you got any questions. We appreciate you. Thank you.